Ethel Cain, thank you. If I could tell you 2 words, any words, it would just be thank you. Bro, this is a fucking message for Ethel Cain, bro. You did it again. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, this song was crazy. This might be my album of the year. Chatters, what is good? Today, we are finally listening to Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. Guys, I'm so excited for this one. Ethel Cain really has had me in a chokehold. I'm not gonna lie. She has had me in a chokehold, and this is probably my most hype drop of 2025, to be honest. This one I've been looking forward to most, I think. And so yeah, we're finally gonna be here listening to it in less than a minute. It's 8:59 before it drops here over on the West Coast in the United States. So yeah, I'm so excited. But yeah, guys, if you do enjoy this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. And guys, I stream all of these reactions live over on Twitch. I'm actually streaming this right now. But anyways, we're about to get into it. I'm so excited. Willoughby Tucker. They've been calling me Willoughby Tucker around these streets. I'm not gonna lie. They've been saying I'm him or whatever. I don't really know. But song 1, Janie. Oh my gosh.
Shake just by nature, easy to hate, easy to blame. Shoot me down, come on, hurt me. I'm wide open and deserving. Please don't leave me. I'll always need more. Please leave open your most quiet door. I know she's your girl now, but she was my girl first. She was my girl first. I can see the end in the beginning of everything. And in it, you don't want me, but I still play pretend like I don't watch you leaving. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Damn.
Always. they're fake, but I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. You keep changing.
Mm.
I will stay the same and turn the page to find it blank, except for my last name. I know you love her, but she was my sister first.
Wow. What a beautiful start to the album. I'm not gonna lie, that was beautiful. Janie. Isn't that like based on Ethel Cain? Ethel Cain's best friend. I think I saw that somewhere online when someone was like explaining the track list to me. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% positive on that. But damn, that was a beautiful song. I'm not gonna lie. That's one I definitely got to go revisit. Offer it. But I'm not gonna lie, with Ethel Cain, I feel like it's very hard to appreciate her vocal ability, especially when she has so many unique sounds and whatnot. Like, she has 15-minute songs where the vocal isn't sometimes the main point, the main feature in the song. But damn, I just want to highlight that because I thought that was one of the songs where I was just like blown away. She sounded fantastic. Damn. It's already getting deep. I'm not gonna lie, it's already getting deep. Damn. I'm so excited to listen to this album. But yeah, we're already seeing, flashes of what's to come. I will always love you. Um it it's crazy. I know she's your girl now, but she was my girl first. Ethel Cain, you might have done it again. I'm not kidding. I know we're one song in, but you might have done it again. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. But I think I love what I'm hearing. I'm not gonna lie. I love what I'm hearing. I'm ecstatic right now. But yeah. Anyways, song 2, Willoughby's theme. Oh my goodness. Mmm. Willoughby's theme. Okay. I love when Ethel Cain does these like 4 or 5, interlude, not interludes, but like songs that would be considered like interludes for other, you know what I mean? Just like slapping a full instrumental in the middle, or in the album, and calling it as it is. Um, I don't know. I I'm assuming this is kind of a musical. I mean, I guess it's called Willoughby's theme, but um, it's used to kind of capture that Willoughby Tucker's presence. You know what I mean? His kind of energy. Um, you know, yeah, his energy, his aura, if you will, his presence, energy, his aura. Um, and just kind of the weight, Willoughby Tucker carries for Ethel, like how Ethel Cain sees. You know what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, I'm excited to see how this all fits into the album. I'm excited to see how it sounds, similar and different to this. Um, I don't know. I'm not really like super tapped in with the lore to this album. I'm not gonna lie, but knowing Ethel, if there's like a little twist or turn, something I don't know about, like I wouldn't be opposed. But yeah, no, it absolutely sounds fantastic so far, and I love that Ethel. I feel like Ethel is one of the only artists. Obviously, it's a concept album, and so it's different from like your stereotypical, studio album. But she's one of the only artists that can really do that. Just slap an instrumental, leave it as is, and it really builds to what the album is as a whole. Like when we're all looking at it, when it's all said and done. So, like I said, I'm excited to see how it builds into the how it builds into the album, how it adds to the album's weight and depth and whatnot. And yeah, Willoughby Tucker. I mean, they're calling me Willoughby Tucker around these streets. So, oh my gosh, F me eyes. Okay, song 3. So we know about this song. I'll just let it play. This is one of the singles that dropped before the album. I think it was very good. This and Nettles were both very good. But yeah. Anyways, song 3.
She really gets around town in her own Cadillac, in her mom's jeans that she cut to really show off her ass. She's got her makeup done and her high heels on. She's got her hair up to God. She's gonna get what she wants. Her nails are heartbreak red, 'cause she's a bad motherfucker, and all the boys wanna love her when she bets her fuck me eyes. She goes to church straight from the clubs. They say she looks just like her mama. Before the drugs, she just laughs and says, I know. She really taught me well. She's no good at raising children, but she's good at raising hell. Her daddy keeps her in a box, but it's no good. The boys can't get enough of her and her honey. Fuck me eyes. No go, she's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man's truck in a dark parking lot. she's too young to get in. They ask her why she talks so loud. What'd she do with all that? Or if you're not scared of Jesus, fuck around and come find out. She's got the radio and blasting with a big white smile. Pretty baby with the miles. And when she leaves, they never see her wipe and her fuck me eyes. She's just along for the ride. She's scared of nothing but the passenger side of some old man's truck in a dark parking lot. She's just trying to feel good right now. They wanna take her out, but no one ever wants to take her out.
Damn. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna speak on this one too much, because I have a whole like 12-minute video on it. But, listening to that again, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've really listened to the singles that much since they released, just because I wanted to experience them as fresh and as new as possible with the album. And so I purposely didn't come back to them, but I found them great. Yeah. That song is a banger. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really typically call Ethel, like, even songs I enjoy, I don't really call them bangers. I feel like that one fits. Because I mean, it's, that striking pop leaning track. And it really does show off her songwriting, her vocals, and it adds that character detail that we know and love. I mean, essentially, depicting herself, with them F me eyes, town harlot, you know what I mean? To kind of keep it in that era. That's why I said that. But yeah, I love her, like, production, those, like, 80s sounding synths, like I said, like, I feel like it's hard because I've listened to the song before, I've put my original thoughts on a whole separate video. And so it's hard to depict them again in a full new album that I haven't heard a single, part of. I'm not one of the, I didn't listen to like any demos, any snippets, anything like that to any of the other tracks, because I am a rather new Ethel Cain fan. But yeah, like, I mean, it's just hard to depict how I feel, because I have heard it, like I said, and made a whole video on it. But I feel like I can really speak on it a little more when I listen to the full album and I'm looking at it as a whole. Because right now I'm only subjected to 3 songs, and one of those I already know. But yeah, anyways, let's get into Nettles. This is a fantastic song as well. But yeah, song 4, Nettles. Little 8-minute track.
To grow up yesterday through the day till tomorrow. But when the plant blew up, a piece of shrapnel flew and slowed that part of you the doctors gave you until the end of the night, but not to daylight, not to daylight. Time passes slow in the flicker of the hospital light. I pray the race is worth the fight. Made a fool of myself.
Damn. Okay. I love this song. I'm not gonna lie. This song is definitely one of the songs, especially after Preacher's Daughter, that really got me into Ethel Cain. I really found myself attached to this one. I know I said in the last one that I hadn't really listened to these to try and listen to it as raw and as fresh for the pure full album, and that is true. But this song did stick with me in the sense of the sound, the Americana style ballad. Like, I love her Americana sounding songs. I think they're fantastic. I think it's some of her best. Um, it it really is. I mean, and this is as raw as it gets, right? It's like Ethel Cain, pleading for kind of that reassurance from a lover, um, in kind of the sense of like having a nightmare, like having a nightmare. Oh, how do I say this? Having a nightmare about like losing them, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, tell me all the time not to worry. Um, it's kind of that song of like dreaming of like growing old together with that person. Um, and yeah, I mean, this song is fantastic. Like I said, I didn't really go back and re-listen to it, but if it just came out as a single that didn't lead to an album, I absolutely would have played this on repeat. And something I also find with Ethel, I know I've said this multiple times with her longer songs. I mean, this one was only 8 minutes, so not her longest, but it doesn't feel long at all. Like this, it really does fly by, and not a lot of artists can make, a song of this length, um, and have it feel like it was half that. Like, I mean, my favorite artist of all time, The Weeknd, he has multiple songs that are, almost 10 minutes, reaching the 10-minute mark, but it feels that long. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing either, but I don't know. I'm just kind of alluding to Ethel Cain's brilliance in that sense, because it really is fantastic. Not many are doing it like Ethel Cain. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, Nettles, fantastic song. I also have a whole nother 12-minute video on this song too. So like I said, I just kind of need to see this and the last track, F Me Eyes and Nettles, in the whole grand scheme of things. But yeah, nonetheless, it's a fantastic song. I'm excited. Willoughby's Interlude. Mmm. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, so that past one, Willoughby's Interlude, that one did feel like it kind of came from Perverts in the sense of the kind of the droney sound. And I feel like that one kind of had a darker undertone, especially compared to Willoughby's theme. Um, like it's kind of hard to speak on instrumentals, obviously, because you kind of have to see. At least in my opinion, you have to see how it all plays out in the grand scheme of things. But like I said, that one did have a darker undertone, and so it kind of seems to me that it's like evoking that like emotional like undercurrent and like maybe even that longing feeling, or unease, longing, unease, and kind of a transition within the album into maybe a darker territory or a twist or a turn, that kind of thing. So like I said, I do need to see how it plays out in my opinion. Um, but yeah, I mean, not a lot of artists, like I said, can throw an instrumental in the middle of the album and have it work like Ethel Cain can. But yeah, like I said, I really just need to see how it all plays out, so I can fully speak on things at the end. But like I said, I think that did give me kind of a more eerie feeling, darker undertones, emotional undercurrents, and like that transition phase of the album. If I'm being honest. But yeah, Dust Bowl, song 6.
Pretty boy, natural blood, staying blind. smoked in Vietnam. You'd be a writer if he didn't leave all his healthy. Saying if you could, you'd leave it. Thinking of you fucking other girls. When you said that you're in love, I never wondered if you're sure. Pretty boy, consumed by death, with the holes in his sneakers, and his eyes all over me, over me, over me, over me, over me, over me,
Bro, this is a fucking message for Ethel Cain, bro. You did it again, bitch. Bro, what the fuck? Bro, this song was crazy. Oh my gosh. That shit was fucking crazy. Where was it? 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 You guys know what I'm talking about. Where was that shit? Where she just went, ah. Oh my god. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? Was it Vietnam? Yeah, it was right around here, right? Oh my god! You did it again! Oh my god, this shit is beautiful, bruh. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I shed one singular tear to this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of pasty, so it's hard to see, but it came out of my right eye. That shit was fucking beautiful, bro. Holy shit. This is my favorite song right now on the album. This shit was crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, this part was good. It was great. I was falling for it. You know, everything was going great. It was going good. And then this shit. Oh my gosh. God damn. Oh my god, take a fucking bow, Ethel Cain. Deadass, take a fucking bow. Holy shit. Bro, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy. Oh my god. That is fucking crazy. Oh my gosh. And I love the kind of how it paints the imagery, the cinematic for us. You know, the kind of drive-through escape, you know, watching, what did she say, slasher films? Or am I just making that up? Oh, yeah, driving, yeah, like painting the imagery, you know, kind of at the drive-in, showing that raw, nostalgic feeling of, you know, young love. it's beautiful. It really is beautiful, and this is my absolute favorite song so far. She fucking killed this. Holy shit. Every album she blows me away in different ways. Like this one was just breathtaking. Like Preacher's Daughter was, heartbreaking, gut wrenching. Perverts was kind of the same too. Just in a different way as well. But bro, she really blows me away every time. And the like complexity and the depth and the rawness and the realness, like it's really unmatched. Honestly, I've been recommended a few other artists that people say are like make music similar to Ethel Cain or were inspired by Ethel Cain. I forget one, but it was like Linguisa or something like that. But she's unmatched. That's all I'm trying to get at. She's unmatched. I haven't really felt like this. I haven't really felt anything like this in music in a while, to be honest. This shit is unmatched. Ethel Cain, you're going on a crazy run right now, I'm not gonna lie. This shit is crazy. Nobody's like Ethel Cain to me, vocals. Yeah, like dead ass. It's crazy because she has like, I'm trying to think who has amazing vocals. Like, it's hard to, actually, you can't really compare because she has all of the above. But it feels like she is up there with some of the greats in everything, and especially production. She's fucking killing it. The Vietnam was crazy. That shit just blew me away. Like, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit.
Cooking up and smoking that shit that he smoked in Vietnam.
I can't, bro. That shit is beautiful. Oh my god. Ethel Cain, thank you. But yeah, like I said, to get back to it, yeah, I really like the imagery it paints here in the whole sense of the album, kind of that realness, rawness. What I was saying, about young love, and the imagery of, what did she say? She said like bloodstained hair or something, blonde hair, something like that. Bloodstained blonde, was that the lyric? She just paints imagery really well in her albums. She does it like it was really good. And this song definitely will stick with me for a while. Dust Bowl, man, that was fantastic. I've never heard the demo before. I know this has been circling around. But like I said, I've really never listened to any of her demos, any of the snippets or whatnot. But yeah, she's going crazy. She's album of the year contender. Definitely, if it's not album of the year contender or album of the year, it is for concept albums, because this shit is crazy. I don't know if that's a whole different category or if that's even a thing, but Anyways, A Knock at the Door, song 7.
Sitting in the state plane, you with both your fists, and you're not scared of one knock on the door. Everything I loved, I've left it straight to death, so I'm still scared of one knock on the door.
Damn. It's a great instrumental. Damn. Damn. Like my jaw is really on the floor. It really is crazy because I mean she didn't say too much, you know what I mean? But it hits like she said everything. Let me get a reel in chat. But yeah, no, I kind of like dude, she just did it again. Like that's all I can really say. Like I'm just really like blown away. I'm blown away. Like in the sense of this song though, I like the kind of it was a little more, I would say the lyrics were, or the sound was a little more soft, kind of playful in the sense. And kind of that kind of anticipation feeling, longing feeling, like anticipation for an opportunity or longing amidst the like uncertainty of what is to come. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of saw it. Just like a metaphor for that opportunity, a metaphor for that uncertainty, a metaphor for that longingness. But yeah, she's going crazy on this album. I'm not gonna lie. This, like damn, she is really doing her big one with this one. I'm not gonna lie. It's fantastic. It's really, it really just is fantastic, and that's all. I mean, yeah. If I could describe the album so far in one song, I would just say fantastic. Like it's literally so good, and deep. It is deep at the same time. But no, she's going crazy. She's going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. She's going crazy. A knock at the door. Damn. Like I said though, I need to really see the whole album in full. I really, really do. But yeah, A Knock at the Door. Fantastic song. Radio Towers. Damn, perfect timing. Okay. Radio towers. Okay. Okay. Um I think, what is that? Song 8. Um that one's an interesting one. That one is. Uh I don't know I don't know the exact details and my exact details on how I feel about that piece. Like I said, it's an instrumental. It's hard to, kind of add into the album because there's no real dialogue in the sense. Um but yeah, that one to me, it just kind of made me go to my mind, and just think about what we have heard so far, especially with Dust Bowl and kind of just thinking back to who Willoughby Tucker is. Um, there was one lyric that really stuck with me that I can't remember exactly, but it was about his father, Willoughby's father, who I'm gonna presume was pretty abusive. Um, and like I said, I don't really know the whole story and the whole lore behind everything. Um, but that piece right there was just really thought provoking to me, and it just helped me like kind of take in and realize what I'm hearing in the album. Um, but yeah, no, I don't know, radio towers. It's just hard. I don't know, because to me that kind of symbolizes like communication, and it being the radio, so distance or like broad. I don't know. I don't know. Just the connection being distant in a way. Um, but yeah, that one I'll have to come back to a little more. But yeah, song. Are we on song 9? Damn, song 9, Tempest. now. Um. All right. Tempest. Interesting song. I liked it. That one felt to me like just straight 10 minutes kind of emotional eruption in a way. Where it kind of started with that more softer tone, the kind of what was said at the start, like go easy on me, something like that. Yeah, please just go easy on me. I'm young and naive. And then it kind of just builds into, like I said, that kind of eruption sound. And I'm not gonna lie, I was ascending a little bit. That one really put me in my own head, my own noggin. Yeah, that one to me kind of sounds like the sound of the emotional climax. And kind of an emotional storm in a way. if that makes sense. Um, that was a damn good song. That was a good song. I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm not gonna lie. That one just put me in my own head. That one definitely put me in my own head. But with that being said, she is one hell of a storyteller. I mean, I know we have one song left, but like I really don't want to get to it. You know what I mean? Like I wish this lasted forever. Real shit. But damn, Ethel Cain really did do it again. I'm not gonna lie. I know we're about to be on the outro song, but damn, I'm attached. Like I was an Ethel Cain fan before, but this is really elevating me. You know what I mean? And yeah, this is really elevating my game. It's really elevating my respect and my love for Ethel Cain and her music. But yeah, no, I have heard a lot about Waco, Texas. So yeah, I've heard good things. But like I said, I've never heard these songs. So but yeah, I'm excited. But sad at the same time. It's bitter. It's a very bittersweet feeling to me. But damn, those of you who are watching this with me for the first time, we're never going to experience this ever again for the first time. Isn't that crazy? We can never, you and I know it sucks, but we will never, ever, ever experience this again for the first time, will we? Sorry, I didn't know why. I don't know why I pointed that out. But anyways, let's get into the final song. Whew. Waco, Texas. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This makes me want to stare.
Honey's heart is blue and a second of bait. Always tugging at me like he's running out of daylight. Yeah, my baby
real. Damn.
I've been picking names for our children. You've been wondering how you're gonna feed them. Love is not enough in this world, but I still believe in Nebraska dreaming. 'Cause I'd rather die than be anything but your girl. I never meant to hurt you, but somehow I knew I would. Will it be like this forever, 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 forever?
Damn. What an album. That's all I'm gonna say first and foremost. Ethel Cain, you fucking did it again. Damn. That was a beautiful album. First and foremost, Ethel Cain, you did it again. Willoughby Tucker, I'll always love you. Fantastic album. To speak on that last song, Waco, Texas really was all it was. You guys have built it up to be. Like I said, I haven't, listened to it before, but I mean, that was a sprawling, 15-minute finale. Funeral pacing, and it has those haunting lines that hit hard. That, every Ethel Cain album comes with, I've been picking names for our children. Are we dead ass? Did you have to say that? Very bittersweet. Very, very bittersweet. I love it, but I hate it. I hated it had to end. It's kind of that breakup sound that kind of, to me, foreshadows what's to come. But this leads to a question. Is this Ethel Cain's last album under the Ethel Cain? Or am I just mistaken? I don't know. But yeah, this album was fantastic, man. I mean, it's hard because, an album this complex, this deep, it's hard to really wrap your whole mind around it, especially live, without giving myself time to process, think about it, but yeah, we just spent the last hour 13 minutes listening to, I feel like it's not even listening to music. This is just we were straight up just inside of Ethel Cain, a little bit of Hayden's head. As cliche as that sounds. Yeah. This is crazy. Ethel Cain. If this is the end, fantastic. If this is the end of that Ethel Cain character, fantastic. Brilliant way to end it. But I am longing for a little more, like any fan would be, But yeah, I mean this in the best possible way, but Ethel Cain, you are crazy. You are crazy. And I mean that the best way imaginable, seriously. This was a fantastic album. And it really was everything it was hyped up to be. I remember how I felt when this was announced, and I had only listened to Preacher's Daughter. And I'll be honest, I haven't really listened to, the other EPs and whatnot. But I've listened to Preacher's Daughter multiple times. And actually, I listened to Preacher's Daughter this morning before it came out, just to kind of, connect everything, or, to listen before this album, to help me connect everything. And yeah, I saw the alluding to Nebraska and whatnot. I saw it all. The Alabama references. The prequel, right? Is that the right word? To Preacher's Daughter. But yeah, this was a brilliant album. I mean, like I said, we just lived inside Ethel Cain, the character's head, really, for an hour, 13 minutes, and then some. To me, it felt like every single one of these tracks were pulled out of kind of like a dusty yearbook, if that makes sense. Like something that Ethel Cain brushed off and was, reliving at the time before, the character got, go listen to Preacher's Daughter if you don't know what I'm talking about. But, or one of those home movies, actually. Yeah, like a dusty yearbook or a home movie. A little worn around the edges, but sharper than anything that really could have transpired lately. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, to get into it a little more, she really didn't this was not songs. It was a full on place in a moment in time. I feel like you can kind of feel the environment of, just feel the environment they were in. I feel like I was hearing cicadas in between verses. You know what I mean? And the weight of the love that was so intense and good in moments, but also, had struggling moments as well, and their own personal traumas and whatnot. I feel like there wasn't as much alluding to like Ethel Cain's kind of religious trauma in a way. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm tripping when I say that. Especially compared to Preacher's Daughter, obviously. Because I really am trying to just piece everything together at the same time too. But yeah, like the best way I could describe it, like sometimes they're sweet, but sometimes they're suffocating. You know what I mean? It really is that teenage romance with, some of the wisdom of afterwards. Looking at it in hindsight of a dusted yearbook or a home movie, and to the ache and the heartbreak of knowing how short it all really was in a way. But yeah, I mean, just looking at the sequencing, like the way she really put this album together was fantastic. And as much as I do love the instrumental tracks, I wish we got a couple more, like one song more, with her just going crazy. But I mean, Janie and the Willoughby's theme was a great start. I mean, that really did set the tone for me in a way. And I kind of wish Janie had a little more of a presence, but I understand it, obviously. Yeah, it was a good start. You can already, to me, especially in Willoughby's theme, I know I said it didn't feel as dark and like drone-ish as the interlude, but I feel like you could still sense the shadows. You know what I mean? You could sense the shadows that were to come and in the distance. And then like the cracks kind of do show. I mean, kind of at Nettles, I would say. F Me Eyes is a great song. Kind of alluding to how I took it was like, how Ethel Cain is perceived and whatnot. Correct me if I'm mistaken, obviously. But yeah, Nettles to me is where that kind of real heartbreak kind of set in. Like heartbreak in like a Sunday church gown, kind of. And I mean, Willoughby's interlude, great, but like I said, that one was a little more darker than the theme and kind of really set on to like what was to come, especially in like Waco, Texas. I feel like these two interact very well together. And don't even get me started on Dust Bowl. I think Dust Bowl, just on a song perspective, is my favorite song. I think Dust Bowl she did very, very well on. Just performance alone, not even kind of talking about the story and whatnot. But that to me was kind of the nostalgic feeling, but also having its cracks and, its scars and its bleeding into that kind of dread. I mean, we saw, more of Willoughby and his traumas. I know it said something about him and his father. Willoughby wanted to be something, but because of his father, like, I don't know the exact lyric off the top of my head, but I'm sure I could find it. Don't even get me started. Like, just to go back to the song once again, the Vietnam was crazy. That's what really, really hooked me in. And I love, now that I'm seeing the lyrics again, I really love the imagery that Ethel Cain is capable of, and she did it consistently and very well in every single one of the songs. But this to me was just top notch. Not that it was up and away better than the other songs, but it was a standout to me in that sense. I think Dust Bowl, I know it might be recency bias, but it might be my favorite song I've ever heard from Ethel Cain, if I'm being honest. Just kind of thinking of like a non like storyline perspective and just straight music, like the way it sounds. Like if I turned off my thinking cap and just listened, right? Like brain dead listened. I think this would be my favorite ever, and it might be recency bias if I'm not wrong, or if I'm tripping. Like, it might be based, but it was a fantastic performance. That's what I will say about Dust Bowl. Boy, get me out of here. Are we doing this again? Ugh. Bro, I hate this little thing. My fault. Okay. But yeah, Dust Bowl was a fantastic song to me. Like I said, it was kind of, that one showed the scars a little more. A knock at the door, you know, just kind of alluding to the love they have and whatnot, and how Ethel Cain feels. Very, this one, a knock at the door was very album based to me. Like it was a very good piece in the sense of building up the album and the meaning and the context, you know, all that. Very good. But I do want to speak on these last two especially. And Radio Towers was a very good instrumental in between these. I know I said I needed to think on it, but it makes sense. This is like where I am starting to see the distance I was kind of alluding to in the theme and the interlude a little bit, and Nettles. Tempest and Waco. Okay. Tempest. That one to me is just kind of devastation in slow motion, like really. And then like the way it just goes into Waco, Texas. It's not like just a song, you know what I mean? It's like a grave marker. Like as serious as it sounds, that's how I mean it. And I mean it in the sense of like it's a death marker for something you like didn't even realize was gone until it was gone. Like, you know what I mean? It's just crazy the way she can like take something that's so personal and make you feel like that you lived in it too. You lived it yourself. And that's rare, and that's my honest appeal to Ethel Cain and her storytelling, and that's why I think she's so special and an artist that her best is yet to come. As like in the sense of like Hayden, not Ethel, because I know it's a character and whatnot. I think Hayden's best is yet to come. But yeah, I mean, the prequel to Preacher's Daughter, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. This to me was just a reminder of the moments we cling to most. And just kind of the ones we can never fully get back. You know, it's love, it's loss, it's memory, it's that dusted yearbook, it's that home film. And it has that kind of strange beauty and aura to it and like presence of watching the light fade over, like watching the light fade over a town or a love or, you know, whatever it may be. You know, I feel like this could literally be anything for anyone. You know what I mean? It could be person, you know, the place you were raised, like, you know, literally anything. A place you can never really leave behind. That's the best way I can put it. So Willoughby Tucker, thank you for this. Thank you for causing Ethel Cain to write this. Whoever you are, even though the streets are saying I'm Willoughby Tucker, Ethel Cain will always love you. And after hearing this, I might just love you too. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video and you guys want me to listen to more Ethel Cain, please do let me know. This was a fantastic album. And I'm going to be honest, for Hayden, I think the best is yet to come. I think the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. And so that gets me nothing but excited for the future. I mean, shit, at this pace, like, I could wait another... Don't do this. If you're watching Ethel Cain, do not do this. But I could wait another 5 years for something like this. Under, what was it, Vera Cain? I'm not super tapped in with the lore, but, you know, give me some time and I'll get there. Don't do that, though, deadass. I wasn't being serious. We're not waiting 5 years. We need this shit, like, in 3 months. But thank you for feeding us, Ethel Cain. That shit was crazy. Damn, Willoughby Tucker, I'll always love you. This might be my album of the year. And without a doubt, concept album of the year. Without a doubt. I don't really know any other concept albums from this year, but I mean, can they really compete? But yeah, this was a fantastic, very, as serious as it was fun too at the same time. And that's what I find so appealing, because it really is an experience. And that matters a lot to me. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. Ethel Cain, thank you. If I could tell you 2 words, any words, it would just be thank you. And thank you guys for watching. But once again, I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces. Deuces. Deuces.